Well, hey everyone, Rick Hagar here. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to come and watch this brief video. On this video, I want to share with you some basic information with regard to the stages that we go through in business and also more specifically network marketing, since that is the business model that most of you that are watching this will be engaged in. And I want to share with you kind of what's called the continuum of maturity. My mentor taught me this a long time ago. I also read about it in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Dr. Stephen Covey. And he explains it in slightly different terms, but I'm going to mesh the two together so that you can understand exactly what I mean when we say continuum of maturity in business, or the stages that we go through in business. We start off at the first stage, and that, according to Dr. Covey, is the dependence stage. We're dependent. We're brand new in the business, and we are dependent on people around us to kind of assist us in getting going. And my mentor referred to this as the baby stage. Babies are dependent on their parents and dependent upon the people around them for a variety of different things. They can't do certain things on their own. And so we are dependent. And in business, if you're in network marketing, you're brand new, maybe you don't have the answers to all of the questions in this particular stage. Maybe you don't quite know where everything is. Maybe you don't quite have yourself dialed into the tools and the systems and the concepts and the processes. So you are dependent on your sponsor, your upline leadership, or people around you to kind of help give you that direction. And so that is the first stage. It's the dependent stage, or the dependent stage. And also we refer to it as the baby stage. Now, some people will go through this stage faster than others. Some people, it takes them a little bit longer to accumulate the knowledge and the information and the skill sets. Others, they can go through it very quickly. That's okay. Everyone can roll at their own pace, but the goal should be to get through this stage as quickly as you can, because the next stage is called the independent stage. My mentor referred to it as the teenager stage. And what this simply means is that you've learned now to operate independently. You know the answers to most of the questions. You kind of know where everything is. You know how to invite prospects to take a look, how to guide them to the tools for a presentation. You know how to follow up and follow through. Basically, you can operate and build the business on your own now. The challenge with the independent stage, or the teenager stage, as my mentor called it, is that it is kind of a danger zone, because although you know how to operate and do the business, you become a little bit of the mindset that you know it all now and that you can just run and kind of do everything on your own. For those of you that are parents watching this, do you have teenagers? This teenager stage, don't teenagers think that they know it all? Don't they want to argue with you at every step? They've achieved a little bit of independence in their life, and kind of they know all the answers now, right? You can't tell teenagers anything. And this is what happens to people within network marketing and in business. Once they learn certain things, they achieve a little bit of success, they become independent, they can do the business on their own, but unfortunately, they are at that stage where they're not getting the full value of where they could be by going into the next stage. And that is what Dr. Covey refers to as interdependence. And my mentor called it just the maturity stage, the mature stage. Interdependence means that, yes, you know how to do the business. You know how to invite and how to contact people and how to present and how to follow up and follow through, and you know where everything is, and you can answer the majority of the questions that come up, and you can recruit people, and you can build and work with your team. But interdependence is where you not only know how to do this yourself, but you harness the power of other people around you. In other words, you synergize. You utilize people in a way that the team, the result that is produced by the team, is greater than the sum of the parts. And that's when you really achieve maturity. It's not so much in being independent where you can go out and do everything on your own. It's being independent but operating where you work with other people as a unit in synergy. And again, the power of synergy says that you can get a lot more done working together than you could do on your own. And the goal here is in maturity to know that, yes, you might know how to build a business and how to answer everything, but you know that you can be more powerful working as a unit with your team versus running and doing it on your own. So you have those 3 stages of growth, or this continuum of maturity in business: the dependent stage, the independent stage, and then the interdependent stage, the baby stage, the teenage stage, the maturity stage. And unfortunately, what happens for a lot of people is they get stuck in the middle. They get stuck in the independent or the teenage stage, and they just run and they kind of do it all on their own, and they never fully mature enough to that last stage where they understand the power of working together as a team. So now that you have this understanding of these 3 stages that you go through, you can do a self-assessment and decide or see where it is that you are. If you're brand new and you don't really know everything yet, then obviously you're just getting started. You're in that dependent stage, that baby stage, and you need to acquire some skill sets, acquire some knowledge, and you'll move into the independent stage or the teenage stage. But don't stay there. Even though you may be great at what you do and you know how to do it, if you're not enlisting and harnessing the power of your team, you're not getting the full value of where you could be. This is the ultimate spot you want to be in terms of maturity, and that is not only knowing how to do it yourself, but working with those around you in harmony to create synergy and power. That way, you're going to really, really do well. So I hope that I've been able to give you a little bit of value in here and understanding kind of the stages that we go through as we become entrepreneurs and build a business. Your ultimate goal should be to go from the baby stage to the teenage stage to the maturity stage, from the dependent stage to the independent stage to the interdependent stage. And when you can get into that position, you truly have become a leader in this business. I want to thank you for taking the time to jump on this video. I hope you found some value. I hope you'll share it with the people around you if you feel there's value. And I look forward to speaking with you again on the next video here real soon. Bye for now, everyone.